Yo, what is up guys? Linksy here and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play Hardcore Minecraft series. If you guys have been enjoying this series so far, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for more content. What we have in store for today is we are going to be working a little bit more on this base. I got some stuff I got to show you guys here. So we did end up finishing the floor on the outside here. So we finally have this place all lit up. We got rid of all the torch spam in here. We do have to figure out this wall over here just because I wasn't able to get these lights close enough to there. But if you guys like this floor design, let me know what you guys think of this floor design. I try to make it obviously like the storage room. That way it's all one cohesive floor, and we didn't just like have a straight up line here and then like a completely different floor out here. So let's go to bed. So what we're gonna have to do for today is we got a few things that we need to do. I'm thinking, one, I want to replace these spruce pillars. I want to put acacia instead, just because I really like the acacia with the blackstone. I feel like it's a really good transition. And also what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna need to work on these walls down here and work on a little bit about what we want to do down here, just to make this base look a little bit more complete. You know what I mean? We may or may not be getting rid of this storage room over here. I'm not 100% certain on that one. Now that we have this storage room in here that we have been slowly moving some things in here over time and whatnot. I guess every single chest that I'm opening right now has literally nothing in it. But we did end up getting enough item frames in order to fill this all in. Now all we have to do now is just finish organizing everything. So over here, like for example, we have all of our light wool, we'll have all of our dark wools, and then we'll have all of our colorful wools over here. We'll have our carpets down below, all this type of stuff over here. We'll keep kelp up in there. I'm really happy with the way that we have everything so far. Let me know what you guys think of what we got going on in here. But for today's episode, I think we're going to work a little bit more on this room. So we're going to work on the walls, we're going to work on the roof. I also would like to, at some point in time, put a super smelter. I'm thinking maybe against this wall over here. And then also, I'm not too sure how I feel about the doors over here. So I might create some really cool archways that will be more rooms back into here. So we may get rid of this door over here as well. Just put a giant archway in here. And then continue on the floor going all the way through to this room over here, because this room really needs some love, especially this little side right here. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go out and do right now. We're gonna get some materials. We're gonna work with a couple different build palettes, so you guys will see a little bit of the process behind trying to figure out what we want to use for the walls in here, because we can't really use what we did inside the storage room, which is what is it? We have acacia back there, which looks nice for the storage room because we have the chests and stuff like that. It kind of helps balance it out. But I don't think that would look good for out here. It'd be way too much gray. That, and we would be farming acacia logs for literally forever. So we're gonna play with a few different palettes, and once I get enough materials and stuff like that, such as acacia logs. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna replace all these spruce logs with acacia logs. And then we will do our whole little palette design. So I'll see you guys in just a moment from when we got a little bit of the materials put together. Okay guys, we are back, and I think we actually finally have enough acacia logs, hopefully, in order to do this whole build. So what I'm thinking is that we might just do something like this, kind of on this side, just to kind of mirror that whole image. So we'll dig a little bit in here. Also contemplating whether or not we should actually put this in here too. So that's something that we also need to consider. I'm thinking we push back this wall back here, because we're gonna we want to add a little bit of depth back here too, right? So we'll do something like this. This wall right here will get pushed back as well. We'll put a little bit of something in between here too. I'm thinking maybe we'll do we could do slabs or whatever. I mean, creating kind of a shelf appearance or whatever. So let's see what we got over here. Actually, let's grab some of this. I collected up a little bit more of this stuff too, just to kind of help us out. Okay, and they're actually kind of easy to farm too. So what does this one go all the way up to about here? Okay, so let's just do this then. We'll go up to the exact same Same height dealio. Let's get up in there. Up, and right up to whoops. Okay, and then we'll put the acacia in here. Can I do this? Yeah, there we can. Okay, cool. And then the acacia is pretty much just on the outside, goes up 3 blocks over, yada yada yada. Okay, we should be able to do that easy. So 1, 2, 3. Right? Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna need a couple of these. Actually, we'll use these guys. So we're gonna need a couple of the full-on bark blocks. Okay, so we go up 3, we go over 2. So we need to have 1. I hate this type of stuff. Oh, be quiet. What are you doing? Siri, I never said nothing. Okay, so we got something like that. We just also, something that you're gonna want to consider too is the bark, which way they're facing and stuff like that. So that obviously doesn't look good. We want it to be facing all the same way, like the grain. I feel like that's a easy oversight for like a lot of people, because they always do stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll do something like this. We'll cut down, and hopefully underneath here we should be able to put that bark. That way all the grain is facing the exact same way. So we did this, did that, and then we go all the way over. Okay, so that's exactly the shape that we want right there. So we'll just mirror that over on this side. Should be pretty simple. So we'll do that. This is temporary. That. And then we'll have the bark going all the way across. I want to pick that block up. Thank you. So we'll dig down. And this is just a little bit of like to show you guys a little bit of the process behind actually doing these kinds of builds and stuff like that. So then we'll go all the way across with the bark. Hopefully this is enough blocks, which is not. That's cool. That's cool. We'll just make just a little bit more because I don't really think we'll need all that much, but who knows, maybe we will. So we could do something like this over here. So we'll go over here then. This is obviously going to require a little bit more work too once we actually get the blocks that we want to use for the roof and stuff like that in here too. So we'll do something like that just to kind of cover that up. So that will be the archway that leads into the storage room, which I think looks really, really cool. And then what we need to do is we need to work on the inside here. So in order to create a little bit of depth, we'll bring up these walls and the ceiling up 1 more block, because we want to have a little bit of depth in here. And then we will work out exactly what we want to have for the walls, basically. So let's just make sure that we're lighting things up as we go. So once we come up with whatever we want to use for the walls and stuff like that, we'll add stuff in here. So what I'm kind of thinking may or may not look nice. I don't know, because we don't really have a whole lot of this type of stuff. Let's just try this out, because I do want to incorporate some of these warped slabs into warped blocks, like in general, just because I feel like they look really, really nice. Let's just might as well just do that, and we'll make all those into slabs, slabby jabs. And then like let's say like I don't know, like we want to light it up or something like that. Who knows if this is actually gonna be the style that we're gonna go with, but I'm just kind of playing around with different palettes and stuff like that. So like let's say we add a bunch of shroom lights back here like that. So this whole archway is gonna be super lit. And then like let's say we do something like this. Like I said, this is not like a final, whoops, too high, man. It was too high up. Okay, something like that. I don't know, just playing around with different types of textures and stuff like that. So we can do this on this side just so we can get a feel of what this is gonna look like. Might be easier if we just do something like that. So like going into here, that obviously creates a lot of depth, but I feel as if what this does is it creates like a big flat surface on both sides. So I'm thinking like we'll actually push this back 1 more block, and don't be afraid to like kind of knock things down and rebuild them and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. I constantly, when I'm building anything in Minecraft, I constantly tear it down and build it back up again, because you want to be happy with the final product, right? So we'll go back one more block. This will actually help light up this whole back area too, which is nice. And like, let's say this is obviously going to be black stone. Maybe we go up and we just do a 1 block. How does that look? I feel like we kind of like the other way more last time. A little bit more blocks that we were placing. I feel like that looks better. It's not really going to be something that's going to draw the eye too much, because this is inside of an archway. You're not really going to be looking at this all that much. But what we want to do, what we're looking to achieve, is we want to make sure that this place is 100% lit up. You know, we want to make sure, especially in hardcore Minecraft, you don't want anything creeping up on you. So I kind of like this. And let's go over here. Let's grab a little bit of our blackstone, just so we can get the full effect of what we got going on here. That way we can just pop that, and we'll place that in there. Maybe we'll place that one in there. So that looks really cool. What we'll need to do is we're probably gonna have to replace these blocks over here with acacia as well. So that should be very simple to do. Just this. And then we'll work on the ceiling, what we want to do inside here for the ceiling wise. But I think it might be blackstone, just to kind of go with the rest of this. You know what I mean? You want this to look like it carries on through and then all the way throughout this entire thing. So I'm going to do that. We're going to replace all of these pillars in here with all a bunch of acacia and stuff like that. Even these bookshelves and stuff like that. So once we're done that, I'll see you guys right when we're done. Okay guys, we are back, and I think we came up with a really cool design that we actually really like. So what I came up with was this warped stem block in behind, just to kind of create like a little bit of a contrast with the soul lanterns, the chains. I feel as if this color really, like, it all really ties in very well. Not only does it tie in with this being with the soul lanterns and the crimson stem and all that kind of stuff, and we also did this whole part inside of here too, but also nothing can spawn over here. So if we open up this, all light level is all upwards of like 11 and up basically. Sorry for showing you guys that, but yeah, I think we're just going to carry on this design. We're going to be adding in little bits and pieces of the cracked brick. We're gonna have little bits and pieces of these, what are these, the chiseled. So those guys are gonna be on the bottom of all the pillars. We basically laid out this entire room basically and dug it out. So now all we have to do from here is just basically finish it all off, and we'll create the archways over here, the archway over there, and maybe we'll build out these rooms also when we decide what we want to do with those guys. But I think it's gonna look so much cooler if we have the archways in here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do that, and we shall see you in just a little bit. Okay, so we did end up getting little bits and pieces of this wall done. What I'm thinking from here, my next thing I would think about is, should we round these, like by putting stairs in these corners? I don't know if we have any stairs, so we may want to check on that. We don't have any more nether brick or anything like that, so let's just check to see, do we have any stairs by any chance? I'm like pretty much fresh out of a lot of these materials, so we'll have to go out to the nether. We'll have to get the rest of our materials in order to finish all this. But let me know what you guys think of this wall. I think it's pretty unique. Obviously, we want to try and use up as many of the new blocks as possible, but what I think we're going to do is we may or may not put stairs here in the corner, just to kind of frame these out a little bit better, so make them a little bit less square. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go out to the nether, we're gonna get some more materials. Also, before we go, one thing that I do want to point out is, oh, this is awkward. Boom. One thing I do want to point out is I really like the contrast with the acacia in this. I absolutely love that. Also, I think we may also put these blocks up in these top corners, just to make everything super symmetrical and stuff like that. But yeah, and we're going to sprinkle in some of the cracked brick. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a showcase of what this is looking like halfway through the design. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna go out to the Nether. We're gonna go get some more materials. So I'll see you guys right after that. Also, one thing I did want to note, Optifine just came out, and look at this. We can finally see out here in the Nether. Like, we can see so far. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing, and also, check it out. Oh my god, we can zoom. We can actually zoom now, boys. We can zoom. That is huge. They actually came out with Optifine so dang fast. It's also really nice, too, because I can actually see a Nether fortress out here, out in the distance, actually. So that's where we're heading right now to get all the rest of our stone brick and stuff like that we will need. I thought I just might share that with you guys, because I'm actually blown away with just how clear everything is with Optifine. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, just wanted to check in with you guys and show you guys what's up. Now, isn't it crazy what adding like just stair blocks can do to your build? So you see how we went from all the square looks, and then we added some stairs to this, and now all of a sudden it's like seamless. I feel like as you go along with all of your builds, you start to add different things, and you start to really realize what you really like. And I really like the fact that we put stair blocks in here. We also got these archways in here a little bit better. We got the stairs in there too. We may, or I think that's actually a pretty good height, I think. So now what we gotta do is we got a little piece over here that we need to fix. So we'll quickly go over here and we'll fix this little guy up. And then I'm thinking now we gotta do this little hallway right here. So let's just make sure everything's correct. So 2 and 2, 2 and 2, and then 1 and 1. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do this little section right here, and then we'll be right back. And I'm really liking the way that this is all turning out. I'm thinking like we might want to put something right here to kind of break up this flat wall. Maybe a little something to kind of create a little bit of depth over here. So if that may mean maybe possibly coming in here and doing something like cutting out a little side, and then maybe we do something like that. Let's say kind of like that, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. So we're just playing around with different textures and stuff like that. And what we're really trying to put an emphasis on is creating like a lot of depth and stuff like that. So if we did something like this, and then maybe we put the this block right in behind there, that will really highlight and bring out the this doorway, I think. So I think we're gonna want to put in some stairs and stuff like that too to kind of round this one out too. So let's just try to pillar up here, and that's not the way. Okay, wait, hold up. All right, like that, and then we'll come over here and we'll do the same thing over on this side. I absolutely love the new sounds too in this game. It's absolutely amazing. And then we'll try this out. If it doesn't look good, that's fine. We can always tear it down and we can always try something else out. But you know, there's no harm in trying. So we're gonna give this a shot. We don't have any of the blocks with us. I'm a little bit hesitant on whether or not this is gonna work out nicely. So let's just go ahead. Let's come over here. Let's see if this is just gonna work out. Another thing we could possibly do too is we could strip this one, or the one thing that I'm not really too happy about is taking over this over here. You know what I mean? So let's take out this wall right here. I'm thinking like we'll come across like this. I'm thinking just these sides might even be good enough. We don't even need to go up above. Because we don't want to overdo it, you know what I mean? But then again, we could try it out, so we can cut it off just like this, and we could fill all that back in, or we can actually have it going all the way across. I'm thinking now that I'm looking at it, I feel like we're just gonna go with these just strips. We're gonna fill all this other stuff in with the brick. Maybe we'll put something else up here a little bit differently, but I kind of like the way that looks, just the strips. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get in here, fix all this type of stuff up, and this is really coming along, guys. This is coming along really nicely. So we're gonna do that, and I will give you guys a next little shortcut. So yeah, I'll see you guys here in just a sec. Oh my god, guys, look at this. One step further. So we added in all the cracked brick. Actually, now just thinking about it, I forgot to put all the cracked brick in here, but we will do that. But I will show you guys a little bit of what we got going on here. So make sure that I'm not gonna get blown up. But yeah, check this out. This is like the entrance into the base, and then we come inside of here, and it's a completely different feel from what we had before. Before, everything looked really, really messy. So now all we have to do to tie this all in together is, of course, the ceiling. So I'm thinking we just slab up the ceiling with a bunch of black stone and stuff like that, and it'll really help tie this all in together. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, whether or not you guys like this wall design, and whether or not you guys can see yourself using this design in your future builds. And if you guys do use that in your future builds, you guys should join the Discord. I have a link on the channel. I'll link it in the description below. You guys can join the Discord, and then you guys can take photos of what you guys have built in Minecraft and show me what you guys have designed. So we're gonna put this ceiling in here, and then that will be one finished room. So I'm so excited. Oh my god, guys, so we got the roof in here, or the ceiling, but my god, I'm in love with this, guys. I think this looks amazing. It is a little bit dark, but it is nice that we have the soul lanterns and a little bit of this crimson wart. It really helps balance that out. But let me know what you guys think of this. I wanted to also make this kind of flush with this thing too, and that way when we do our stone brick stairs and all that kind of stuff, it really accentuates the giant hole that we fall into to get down here. But let me know what you guys think of this. I think this is awesome. But I think that's all the time that we have for today. So thank you guys for stopping by. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming by. Hopefully I taught you guys a few things here and there about what I do in order to build stuff like this. Let me know what you guys think about this whole project. And as always, guys, if you like the video, please subscribe. Leave a like if you guys really enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one. Until next time, guys, this has been Linksy. Peace.